This is a review of the DeLonghi Eletta Plus ECAM44.620.S bean to cup coffee machine in the lovely black and silver, as you can see. And this came from the lovely AO.com for me to have a little review of. So first of all, I just thought I'd show you how it looks and fits. You can see that mine's next to my fridge, freezer and microwave, and size wise it fits really well against the work surface. So it's a really nice size, not too big, but just fits nicely on the work surface, and a snug good fit next to the microwave there. Looks great in the black and silver, so as you walk in the kitchen you're greeted by a beautiful machine. So it's very nice to look at, and it makes amazing coffee. So when the machine arrives, it's dead simple to get it set up and really easy to use. The instructions are dead clear to follow. It's got different language settings, so obviously you want to set it to English. Then your beans just pop right in there. You've got a choice of how fine you want it to grind them and adjust it. You've also got a little area where you can use pre-ground coffee. You can't put it in and leave it in. You would only just use that when you want to use it. My choice is beans, so obviously my beans popped in there. What also happens is when the machine arrives, there's a kit to test what your water hardness and softness is like. So your water just goes in the little tank on the side, and it comes with a filter, comes provided with one, and when you set up your machine, it also sets that you've set the filter in place. What it will then do is when the filter needs replacing, it'll tell you to replace your filter. So it's fantastic. We've got really hard water. The little test kit told us that. So you set your machine up to say what level of the hardness of your water, and use a filter, and then that's going to help with any problems with scaling that you can get a line scale. So your tank, obviously it holds quite a lot of water, and it's really easy to pop in and out. So that's the water. It's got its own cleaning functions, which is great, so it's easy to use. It's also got a descaling option, and it comes with a nice decalc mini, which is a liquid form that when you need to use, you'll be able to do descale using the provided decalc, which is handy when it comes with one of those. So when you switch it on, I tend to leave a cup underneath. Every time you switch it on, it'll rinse the system. You can just let it go into the drip tray, but it just means you're just going to constantly be emptying your drip tray. To empty and clean out the drip tray, dead easy as well. Just pulls out, and as you can see, we've been drinking coffee. So as it uses beans, all the coffee falls into there, and what happens is when that needs emptying, the machine will also tell you to empty it, and the drip tray is obviously underneath. So again, that just slides off and back on again. So I'm going to switch my machine on. It goes into the heating up, and it'll say please wait while it heats up. It's got a nice little setting that you can actually set it on a timer, that when you want it on in the morning, it can be heated up ready for you in the morning, which is a nice little touch. We haven't used that yet because it doesn't really take that long to hit the button and let it heat up. This goes up and down depending on the cup size that you need. And you can see now that it's just rinsing. On the screen it'll show you how long it's got left to rinse as it goes through the cycle. But as I say, I tend to just put a cup underneath to catch the rinsed water, if you actually cheat and use the cup that you want to use, you can then throw out that water and your mug will be a little bit hot. Another option. So then we can go on to make a cup of coffee. You can choose to have 1 cup or 2 cups. So if you wanted to make 2, you can put them next to each other, or just pop your one underneath. And again, like I said before, you can move that up and down to the size of your cup that you're making. Then you've just got the simple button to push of which different types of coffee that you want. So you've got My Coffee, which you can actually set that up to be the size of the coffee cup that you want it to be, which is great, because all your cups are different. It's on energy saving. As I flick through, so you've got short coffee, espresso, standard coffee, long coffee, and extra long coffee. You can also set the long coffee to be what size you want it to be, and just for the purposes of demonstration, I'll just pick a short coffee. We can then set which taste of coffee you want, so it just goes through strong taste, extra strong, one for the mornings, pre-ground, again, like I said, you can pop your pre-ground coffee in there, or extra mild, so depending on your taste. So if I just do an extra mild short coffee, there it goes, grinding the beans. And here comes our coffee. As you can see, it really is easy to use. Straight from the first day of having it, there's no problem of figuring out how it really is very simple to use. So there's a lovely short coffee. If we wanted to make that into a cappuccino, we've then got the option of using the steamer. So this does hot milk cappuccino, and all you would do is put your milk in and then insert it, and you would then use the frothing button, and that froths up all your milk, or heats, makes hot milk, which is fantastic. Well, I'm just going to have an espresso for this one. What you can also do, if you want to make a cup of tea, you can also deliver just hot water. So from that same function, you can just press and it delivers hot water, and you can just press to stop it. So if you fancy a cup of tea, you can always just use the hot water function. So, which is another nice little feature that it has. So pretty much that's the DeLonghi Eletta Plus machine. Last feature is just on the top. It's got the nice little tray on the top where we like to keep our cups. Nice little handy little spot for them. And as I said, I received this from the lovely AO.com to review, and I would absolutely recommend it. It's a fantastic machine. If you like me, love coffee, you really would not be disappointed with this machine. It really is absolutely brilliant, and the delivery and service from AO.com was outstanding too. Thanks for listening.